Well, guys, it's about June 8th. Yeah, June 8th, my mom's birthday. So today is Wednesday, and it's just about after 6 o'clock. And today is my last day of welding class. All right, class is over with. We didn't get no paper. It wasn't 9 months, so we all kind of just walked out of the class. I should be showing up to the class, and I actually brought some parts to get done, even on the last day of school. Take advantage of that nice welder, Lincoln welder. My starter, the original one I had on the Jeep. Oh, I still have the original one. It's just part of the casting. I hope mounts it. One of the ears broke off. My pocket. One of these little ears popped off. I was trying to re-weld it. Well, teacher says all the machines are all turned off. Like you can't even find a switch. I guess I turned the breaker off, to which we can't even get access to it. So with that, we can't weld at all. And I said, like, well, we have sticks still. We have jumper cables. We have car battery. Stick weld this. He says, just do it right. The nice MIG. So, half an hour class, had pizza and such, and we walked out. So, class is over with now. Great, sweet, and more time on the Jeep. Just got home now. I just gave myself 2 more hours today than I was expecting. That's good at least. Now, as for parts, I had some parts arrive in the mail today, plus I had to go find some parts in the town. So from Kaiser Willys, I ordered these parts. One I should have never ordered, but I still did. I still might install it. So here's the oil pressure gauge, so I know how much oil pressure I have. There's a tiny fitting down below. That's that. And here's the line, actually. So technically, I can just hook up this line and we're good to go. So there's an adapter. And here's this hose. So really, I only need those 2. But to me, I want to play it safe. It's a good deal too. 20 bucks for the whole oil pressure system. I know just that fitting alone, that 193 fitting's $5. You got that fitting. So like I'm adding these up like just buy the whole deal. We don't use it. We have it for spare, and it's got a good deal. So I might just not hook this up. Plus, I know working on the dashboard, anything you have to screw or bolt on, it's hard to get those bolts off and hardware off the gauges. So I'm gonna try my best, just hook this hose up and hopefully it works. It looks short to me, but it might have enough. I bend that tube down more. I'll try. So I had to go to Advance Auto. I went to 3 different stores, automotive stores. Thought they would have this. Let me turn this shutter down. So I know Hawkeye, I went to the hobby shop too for this back then. For your throttle cable, I have this adjustable cable, like cruise control for farming and such, or just adjust your idle. Usually adjust the screw or that rod, you adjust it, and you have super fine adjustment for that too, more like cruise control. And it goes down to here, into this hole. And on the bottom, when you try to pull on it, it's going to just do this. So you need a stopper to go on until it slides on and that screw holds it in place. So I need a couple of these. I needed one, and when I built Hawkeye, I was in RC airplanes a bunch, and I had a bunch of these little collars for our landing gear. This slides on your axle, holds your tire on for RC airplanes, and also your that's all it does. So I had a bunch. I sold my RC stuff. I still have batteries, stuff I just can't sell, but don't have any. So I went to the hobby shop and I went there and I need some. They have many different sizes, and 1/8 inch seems the most reasonable. 2/32 I had next to the line. Like I don't want to take a chance that the wire is too small or too big. So 1/8 inch should be enough, and yes, it will be enough. So it's $2 that it says here. But they have a 20% off discount for some reason. Like, how do you make profit? Oh, we don't. Oh well. So I got collars for that. So that'll be done today. Hopefully, you just have to install this one hose. If not, the whole thing. And additionally, I bought the spring here because of it's a heat riser spring for your exhaust manifold. And I'm told it's so hard to get that lever off, the weight part of it. To get that off, to put that on. I have one still in stock. The spring's still on there, but I don't think it's working. I think it broke or whatever, so I have one. New one. But will it fit? Will it get on? Probably not. It does run without it, but so I'll probably not put that on until after Bantam, not take a chance of it breaking off. It's all cast iron down there. So that's all I need to install for the engine bay. Yesterday at welding class, day before class ended, I brought my hood and I brought my gas tank to get fixed. Yes, the gas tank was perfect. It passed water test, my first before we even brought it home. Next I dumped out all the rust. And then after that I poured down 2 gallons of vinegar with some ball bearings and pellet BBs for shooting frogs. Put a whole pound of BBs in there in that tank. And I strapped it down to the side-by-side we have our Gator back bed. Strapped it down. I went for a little off-road riding around the field in the woods, hitting bumps, turns, drifting, just having fun. And let the thing just bounce around and everything knocked the walls and knocked all the rust loose. I let it sit for half an hour at still, and I poured it out into a 5-gallon bucket. It was brown like heck, but no big chunks. And then after that, I poured it out, and then I put 2 more gallons of vinegar in there. No ball bearings this time. And then I let it sit, or on the bench here, flat, tilt to its side. Every 2-4 hours I'll tilt it at different angles just so it sits and takes away all that rust for a while, then turn the next side. So all 4 sides, well 4, it's a box, so 6 sides. So that's done. Poured it out. It's much better, not as brown as it was. And then after that, it's like, well, I have 1 more bottle of vinegar, but I don't want to use it. So I just got the regular hose, garden hose, put water in the tank, and then I kept just flushing it right away until it turned this clear. So now it's turning clear, so we got rid of the rust. It holds water. Doing these tests, sitting it still for 2 hours, and it didn't drip. Besides the neck that leaks out of the cap and the spigot on the bottom. But hey, it passed. Next thing was it passed, everything's poured out, everything's dried out. Let's put the fittings on, so I can put the hose on as I install it. And here's your down stick, it's all correct. And there's one more right here, and we couldn't figure out what that's for. I had a fuel cutoff kind of valve, and inside there's a copper line going inside. And up top of the tank, there's that little brass piece that I need refitting. And I put air to the line, air comes right out of that fan. Like, what's this for? It has nothing to do with fuel. I put water in this tank. I had both of these just pure open, in case anything wants to leak out. And nothing dripped, except for this one, obviously, but like, what's the point of it? And then also, when I try to put a plug on it, since there's no use for it, the plug actually twisted its base, and the brazing broke off. So now I gotta rebraid it. So I brought the welding class yesterday, and we tried to TIG weld it. Brass against steel, I didn't like it. Plus it's 1940s steel, 50s, I didn't like it. So we ended up just cutting it off totally, put a nice little patch piece on it, and then TIG welded it all around. And it holds water still. So that's now good. Longer than it took, but that's fine. Now as for the hood, I'll show you more in detail when it's mounted, but for now, it's stationary like this. So we had to put a hood scoop in the Jeep. I only need this little section right here for that air cleaner to fit. This whole extra piece is just Dad's idea. When I got the hood from my friend Patrick, it's already had this slice out. So this has already been cut out for like a F head on a 2A pretty much. Yeah. So it's like, I don't need that cut up, but part of it's already been cut. I don't want to stitch it weld it, so it's just, you said just up front, go small, and taper it big to a notch, and then where it's equal to this. So 1 inch tall. Like, fine, go ahead, just bend the metal, cut for me, and I'll weld it. I start welding it here, doing tack welds, and just spurting through, and I can tell we're out of gas. But it holds weld at least. So I'll show you more of the hood once it's secure. I need Dad's help for lifting the hood. Another thing, you turn the lights on this side of the shop. I got the windshield frame installed. The windows do pop open. I need to clean them. And the wipers don't work, so just pull a wiper off. But when I got this windshield frame, the owner told me this arm over here is broke loose. The stock welds are broken. So just re-weld it. So I remounted the windshield, make sure where I want it, put the arm on, bolts in place, and then grind it bare, and then go ahead and weld it. And it's holding, I can put pressure on it. I did 2 passes both sides, so it's a more wide pass. But it's really sloppy welds. I mean, I'm trusting it, but it needs gas. There's no gas in the welds. I think we run like 25-75 mix on our gas tank, but yeah, that tank's about 2 years old when we topped it off last. But yeah, I trust it, it's good. But I would not use that welder for framework and body work, totally, for structure welds. But that's that. Next in line, I had all my stickers on my gas tank back here, but since we're not using that big gas tank, we're using the factory tank now, where to put stickers. And on my other windshield frame, this piece here, it's like fabric. I can't stick nothing to it. So luckily this one's the factory still, and so some thin metal, it holds my stickers. They're all on magnets. So I put Jeep Duck, Life of Trevor. I do have an I Am Jake sticker. It's not on a magnet yet. Probably do it tonight. I have Daniel's sticker. My Jeep hat hanging off the windshield latch. Got Gone Jeeping, 7-bar Savage. Got my own sticker, which is a limited edition, like one of 10 I made. And then I got 65 CG5 Jason sticker. And then I got flat fender down on the dashboard, and then the Bantam trailer sticker, or their business card, really. So I still need to clean the glass. I'm gonna leave this factory sticker here. What year does it say? 1957 inspection. Oh, that's cool. Can't tell what state. Okay, I think that's PA. That's a PA. It's a 1957 PA inspection sticker. I cleaned the glass up to get more detail out of it. But yeah, everything back here in the back of the bed is pretty good where I want it all to be, and don't need to move it because I'm done back here. There's no big fuel tank that I've leaking back here. So for Bantam, they want everything secure. I'm not doing any trail rides. I have all access for all weekend, but for me, I'm probably not gonna do trails. I get to camp at 3 o'clock Friday, set up camp. I might hit the trail, but maybe not. More to show my Jeep off to friends and talk to friends. Saturday's my fun day, and then Sunday is more chill and some trails. But probably unload all my gear, take the bare basics on the trail. But I have all my main socket sets and wrenches, my impact and bigger tools, shovel in there, recovery gear, my specialty tools. I have my liquids bag for brake fluid and oil and 80-90 oil. Fireman's jack is gonna sit here. I want it back there from that bar to that bar, but I don't have time. I don't want to work on it. I'm not sure how to secure it nicely. You can secure these holes, but it's not going to work. So my custom bed rack idea, this will be mounted right here in front of me, so I can just grab and take off with these, but not so it's made, I can't do it. Radio, I have some mounts I made for this for my CJ5 that mounts the 2-inch roll bar. This is 2-inch, so if I could find them, the 3D printed, I have the files, so I could hit print, but it takes like 8 hours to print. I'll mount it right here just so it's kind of low, it's kind of hidden, and I have access to the buttons, and it's a waterproof speaker when it's set outside. So if I find them, great. If not, I'll just let it roll around or strap it down the back bed. That wraps up that. That jerry can's empty, so I need to get more fuel, but I have enough of 1.5 jerry cans of fuel. That is full, actually. Yeah. Since Dad's not home right now and no one's really watching me, I'll record our new toy we have. Toy. So, I don't know, this is about a 15-year-old trailer. We paid $3,000 for it. We could haul our tractors, the truck, the Corvette, the Jeeps, 2 Jeeps I wanted. Paid $3,000 for it, put pretty much a half a gallon of paint on it. We undercoated it for future rust. It's got 2 new tires on it and 2 used ones, they told us, and Dad could tell. So that red shirt I could haul a Jeep perfectly fine, a stock Jeep up to a YJ, a stock YJ, and after a YJ, it's too much for that trailer. It's 4,000 pound limit for that trailer. This thing's got about, I think, about 10K, 15K range. I'm not totally sure. There's a data plate here, I can probably tell, but so. New trailer. The decking does need replaced, but Dad says I want to at least get 5 years out of this decking before we rip it up. So yeah, not bad score for $3,000. It's like semi-commercial use. I did use it for commercial use for hauling a mini excavator when they had it. We actually bought this down near Butler, near Bantam. This online government auction. We usually buy our stuff from all the time. Same as that trailer, government auction. Actually, it's a township auction. Same as the drill press. This drill press is from our township here in Green Township. Paid $100 for it at auction. Same deal with the cop car. We paid $4,000 at auction for that. We like auctions. All right, today is Thursday. Yes, I'm tired right now. I'm exhausted. Trying to get everything packed up for Bantam, getting some totes for security so things get locked up, be safe when I'm going off-roading, tools at camp are safe. I got a shelf here for parts to put on. I'm actually bringing some parts to sell. I mean, I'll probably make $50 at the max, but and it's some profit to make. Help others, other flat fender guys at the event. So I have a shelf, tote for my tools. This tote's just for things to be done on the Jeep, so I still have to put the headlights on, the harness on. We'll do that when I get there. 2 more rock lights is put on, but skid plate, those things I'll do when I get there, not now. But packing those up. I have all my extra oil, engine oil, teen case, axle, coolant, so I have all extra jugs. I do have my trail bag that carries all the little quarts of each item. But for the garage or the campsite, I'll carry the jugs. You never know. I own it, so why not bring it? Yeah. I'll pack a lot of zip ties. Of course, be using a lot of those. Fuel pump, I wish I could bring you, but you are horrible design. Not bringing you as a spare. What else? In this tote, which is mix of things to sell, but also it's things just to have or... So obviously this gets you right in the face, this thing here. I know it's a deer skull with antlers. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-point buck. So 8-point buck on my front of my Jeep. This is because of some other flat fender guys. They have it and they have a big elk on theirs. It's like, I have one. I have one of these. I'll put it on. We'll do it when we get there with some zip ties. Just for show. Brought some cones. My friend Tom gave them to me. I said, they're perfect for my campsite. So I can mark off where my campsite is so people don't walk into my area. Drop that. This is just full of gauge clusters and parts. I got vacuum motors. I got fuel pump. Got a spare tie rod, that's for myself. Distributor, it's a bent shaft, but the parts up top are all good. It works. Roll bar grips, I can't use them, but I can sell them. And then this whole box is just full of other stuff. Coils and wires and foot pedal is just a mix of stuff. So all that's I'm bringing in this tote. We are leaving pretty much 12 hours from today, as of now, of this recording. It's about 9:30 right now. I'm going to leave between right after lunch, pretty much. Eat lunch at home and drive, and then get there. I don't want to drive hour and a half, eat, and then get there. Just, yeah. One big long drive. That's all that. I'm tired. And then I got a bunch of just small random bits, extra hardware to have, these fittings and such. All these things, I have a special tote, one of these, in the main shop. I'm gonna pull it off, just take it with me. It's gonna hold all my extra fittings and brake parts, and it's all organized. So I grabbed that too. Toss that in the big black box. So, a lot of stuff didn't get done, but I mean, it's priority stuff. What doesn't work? So, I'm not doing any night rides, so with that, I don't really need headlights to work. They work great. If not, it's fine. So yeah, it does run. Today, what else did I do? I put seat belts on. I did a bunch of stuff, but let's go to the trailer. I was just talking there. It's dark, but you'll see soon. 3, 2, 1. Yes, we got lights in the trailer, so I can see at night at camp. Oh, right away. Hood scoop. Yes, the hood scoop's been all done. Brought to the last day of school. And this is a nice bead weld right here. Coming across, nice weld. But over there is kind of sloppy and air comes out of here. That works. I clean my windshield. It's all nice and clean. Yeah, you got cracks. Deal with it. This sticker right here, inspection sticker, it's 1957, Pennsylvania. That's pretty cool to see. Get a little brighter in here. Okay. We got seat belts put in place. It's just for Bantam. I'll put them in later. We got the little short piece and then your actual buckles on this side. Yeah. That's in. I'm tired. And then my windshield, everyone's been posting on Instagram and YouTube about these latches being a bad design. You can tell. Everything's uptight, everything I can, but it's still loose. So for extra security, I got a ratchet strap, put it through there. Actually, I have a hook here, and the hook's nice for a hat hanger, so benefit. Come across, roll bar goes down, and it ties off toward the holes in the floor. What else? I did label the dashboard, so everyone else cops my Jeep, they know. So that's their master switch. That's your choke. That's your throttle. And over there is just your headlights, which doesn't work. But it's all labeled at least, humps other people out. And I obviously made this one small fine print, so you're not hopping in right away, where's your key switch at? Find it and read it. Yep, I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah, that's all it's really been new to the Jeep. Back winch not wired, headlights, taillights not wired up. That's really about it. It's all strapped down. I am bringing 2 spare tires with me. They are on 16s, but that's all I have for good tires. They are holding air, not cracked. So underneath the Jeep, I do have, you're not gonna see them, but there's 2 tires back down there. Same size tires, 16-inch wheels. So I got one 15-inch, that's good tread on it, but the tire is like a 33-inch tire. Like, nope, not gonna work on this Jeep. But anyway, oh, also roll bar. That roll bar is just, oh, there's the ceiling. Yeah. And when we unload the Jeep, like when we loaded the Jeep, I was driving it with the winch and braking. Dad hopped on the back and put weight on the back suspension, so it fits, but you gotta put like 200 plus pounds on the back tailgate to compress the suspension, to bring it in. So yeah, don't forget when we unload. I think Hawkeye had the same issue, but yeah, good, fits. It's about, what time is it now? It's 9:45, so I'm gonna spend our 20 minutes out here, start packing tools, and finish off tomorrow, get clothes, some food, and leave here around noon, 1 o'clock. So that's pretty much a wrap up. At camp, when this will be camp at Bantam, let's call it Flight Fest. At camp, the Jeep will park outside. I'm gonna have a little pit stop tarp on the ground for grass. I'll walk the grass every day, hay fields. And I'm gonna put a tarp over the Jeep at night to keep dew and moisture, and if it rains, it's 50% chance Saturday and Sunday, so. Tarp the Jeep up, put tarp on the ground, that's good. I'm gonna sleep inside here. I got a little vent here, I got door. That door will just stay shut the whole time. I got a military cot to sleep on. I like my cots. I have a 6-foot table I'm bringing in here as a workbench. And then that black tote, that's all my tools put in to lock them up. That's also just about a good height to put as a bench. Then I have that black shelf to sell parts on. A lot of people come in, or I'll put the shelf outside if I'm camping and sitting in my tent. Sitting out here all day, all night long. People walk by, stuff for sale. And then over here probably have my ice chest and a stove I'll bring. Which I have the neighbor's house. Ooh, I gotta grab that. Stove's over here, but the heaters, yeah, I'm okay. I don't need a heater. That's about all I know. I'm gonna definitely download a lot of YouTube videos on my phone and my podcast just to listen to the stuff. I will have my JBL speaker with me, so it's something to listen to. To charge my devices, I don't have a generator. I don't have my Jackery 500 I used to have. So to charge my phone, and my charger, I'm going to charge off the USB ports on the dashboard. So I'm going to be driving my Jeep to charge my devices for the nighttime. So that's how it's going to be. But hey, it works. It's free power. I mean, not to pay for fuel, but free power. Yep, that's about all I can talk about right now until I finish packing up. Probably record tomorrow, but you'll see. I'll bring some few SD cards. Still not sure about the drone. I might take the drone to give you some extra footage, but also for Bantam themselves to give them footage. So, yep. After the Jeep's done, after the Jeep Fest is over with, I'm back home and work in the woods. Take a break off this Jeep, work on other stuff. Yep, alright, I'm gonna shut the lights off here, shut the doors, and I'll pack the trailer tomorrow morning out here. And it's raining. Let's call it quits. Alright guys.